Hey everyone, Tom here. I'm coming to you on February 14th, Valentine's Day. Sorry for the weird lighting and bad quality. I'm just doing a quick vid on this. Um, if you're watching this today, on this previous weekend, on February 12th, the world lost director Ivan Reitman. And even if you don't know the name, you know the movies. And he had a big, I don't want to say big impact on my life, but his movies were classics growing up in my house. And he did things like such staples of the 80s and 90s like Ghostbusters, Stripes, Meatballs, Ghostbusters 2, Twins, Kindergarten Cop, Junior, Dave. He had a very impressive body of work. And I, if you watched my Ghostbusters Afterlife review or listened to the episode of Jersey Ghouls that I was on, I actually didn't mention it during my unboxing of the Ecto, was that Ghostbusters was the first real franchise that I latched onto as a kid. And, like, you know, when you're a kid and you're scared, you look up to those that fight the things that you're scared of. And for that, you know, it's always stuck with me. And I've got, like, you know, so many memories growing up. Like, when I was a kid, even though I watched the real Ghostbusters all the time, which he was a consultant on. I don't know how many episodes, but he was a consultant. And so that was all the time. Then after it came out on VHS, Ghostbusters 2 was on a lot in my house growing up. I always gravitated more to the second one as a kid, and then when I grew up, the first one. And you know, like this, even recently, like, you know, he was still executive producing up until the end. He helped produce Ghostbusters Afterlife last year, and he was, you know, standing for Egon, which was cool. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. But like, so he came into my life with Ghostbusters, and he left his life with Ghostbusters, which was awesome. But when growing up, like, you know, I liked Ghostbusters. Kindergarten Cop was great. In spring and summer of 2001, I worked at a movie theater, the Adco Multiplex in southern New Jersey. And we had a new movie came out called Evolution. And I remember seeing from the director of Ghostbusters and hearing it be like Ghostbusters with aliens. And I was like, wow, that's cool. I remember liking Ghostbusters as a kid. And keep in mind, this was before, like, you know, there was nostalgia overload on everything. And so I was like, I'll give it a chance. And I saw it, and I thought it was decent. It was funny. It had its moments. It wasn't the movie I saw the most working at the theater, but I remember really wanting to like it and give it a chance, and I did, and it was entertaining. But still, up until like the 2010s, he was still directing movies like No Strings Attached and Draft Day. But, you know, as a kid, you know, I watched the Ghostbusters movies. Then, growing up, I moved on to movies like Meatballs and Stripes. I don't like making videos like this. I like to stick with happy things, or things when I'm reviews where I'm shoving my food in my face, even though I don't need to. You can tell. You like to stay away from the dark. But I remember I was talking to someone, and they said, you know, sometimes talking about it helps out, and I'm sad, but I'm like, it's not a big deal life-wise for me, but it may be for someone else. And if someone else sees this video, you know, maybe it'll help them. I don't think so, but, you know, you never know. You know, comment your favorite film below, and, you know, I was always a Ghostbusters fan growing up, so that's where my favorite goes to. It's always bittersweet, losing people in the entertainment industry like this. But, you know, there's, like, you know, like there is good knowing that his son is directing, and, like, you know that he can direct well and carry on his father's legacy. So Actually, that sounds pretty selfish of me, so I don't know if I'll edit that out or not. But you know, he will be missed, and I had a whole thing to say, and I was like, I'll just throw it out and dive right in. But he was one of the main people that brought my childhood to life, and thank you, Mr. Reitman. Rest in peace. Good night.